15-year-old me is just like having an apoplexy going, what do you mean that Madonna's going to know your name or know anything about you?
Hi, Kylie. Welcome to
Hi,
Etalk.
Tracy, how are you?
Oh, I'm so great. Better for seeing you and speaking to you.
Aw,
So excited. You're such an icon.
thank you.
Congratulations. The new album, Tension 2, is here. It's so great. This is your 17th studio album.
Pause.
Your first. I know.
Right.
Like, that's so huge. Your first sequel album.
Yeah,
So, how does it feel to be in your Tension era?
feels pretty good, I'm not going to lie. It feels really good. It's crazy to me that just over a year ago, Padam wasn't in the world. You're very Padam red today.
Thank you. That's what I was trying for.
Um, so it's been a wild year and a bit. So yeah, I can safely say the tension era has been good to me. I feel like my world has expanded. Um, with through Padam and tension reached a new audience. The OG audience, the OG fans, like, yes, we knew it.
Here we are.
um, and yeah, I'm just at a point in my life where I want to. I mean, I always do things. I'm always been very busy, but yeah, it feels good. I feel like I'm kind of understanding how my feet are on this earth, like who I am, and that comes
Mm.
with age and experience, and it's a nice point to be able to access that. It just takes a lifetime to even start to know yourself. So to be there, but also have like, you know, tunes that are really reaching far and wide. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm very, very grateful.
I love that you said that because I was talking to somebody earlier today. I said, I'm today years old, and the last 3 years I'm already figuring out about establishing boundaries.
Yes,
Life lessons along the
all
way.
of it. I mean, there's no point kind of wishing we'd learned stuff. I think we learn in the time that we're supposed to, but it's a process.
Hmm.
And amongst that, I get to make music, which is my passion, and still be making music. And when you mentioned it's my 17th album, it just kind of, how did that happen? I mean, I know I've put the work in, but to have that kind of relationship with my relationship with music and to be able to share that with people, it's kind of extraordinary.
And we're so grateful. We're so grateful. And as a TV girly, let's talk lights, camera, action.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
let's do
You know, yes, you co-wrote that song with Ina Wroldsen,
it.
who's also credited on Padam Padam.
She's
So,
incredible.
what was the energy like in the studio this time around?
I didn't record in the studio with Ina. I did again, like I've done since Disco in 2020, mostly self-recording. So I kind of drag my kid around and set up in whatever hotel room I'm in or wherever I happen to be. But with Ina and her writing, she's also got a couple of other tracks on the album that are just, it's very her, and I kind of understand some of her codes, and to be able to
Mm.
feel like I can get in the slipstream of that and then make it my own is like, there's a whole, that's not punchy TV talk. That's like a whole other level of understanding, getting on a wavelength. But I definitely had fun with the album, and a lot of it is like lights, camera, action. It's got some kind of attitude, which I like.
Yeah, I'm here for it all.
As I said before, in my real life, just understanding where I am in the world, and um, what's been and what I hope will come. Uh, in a lot of the songs, I don't know, there's just a kind of owning your space, which I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, owning your space. This album is truly a celebration of dance and disco music.
Mm.
I'm curious to know what tracks, I mean, they're all your babies, but what tracks are you really excited for your fans to hear? Because I'm loving them all, but number 7, Hello, has got me in my feelings.
Okay, good. That says something about you, Tracy, because Hello is another piece of magic where it's got that hypnotic kind of that puts me in my villanelle era from Killing Eve. Like I feel like a lot of Tension 2 is the villain, or even Tension 2, that kind of slightly not spooky, but kind of I am at your door. I know you're like it's different. I don't think I've had that kind of energy or character in songs from the past. So that's kind of very Tension.
Mm-hmm.
So Hello is good. I'm very excited for people to hear Someone for Me.
Oh, yes.
And when I heard that as a demo, I got very excited. Firstly, I felt like I was in Ibiza
Uh-huh.
for a long hot summer, which is great. And lyrically, in Someone for Me, and I'm sure we've all been in this situation where your friend's wildly, madly in love and they're just having the best time, have got their person, and you're so happy for them, as it says. Like, and I'm happy for you. And I'd never like I don't want to ruin that, but also do you have someone for me? And it's kind of when I've been doing listening parties, that one's worked really instantly. So I think it's got a lot of character. So that one I'm happy about. Oh, excited for people to hear.
And I like that whole backstory too, because sharing really is caring.
Yeah,
You have to bring some for the rest of the
yeah,
class.
exactly. You need a who
We
knows you with good taste.
that's it.
I
Okay,
just,
we saw you.
sorry to take it, but we've been joking amongst the team, like, okay, do you have someone for me? But here's my list of things I will and won't accept.
Uh,
That could be the remix. The song just goes on. So no, been there, done. No, no, that could be nice. No, yes, definitely.
I'm not trying to insert myself, but yet I'm trying to insert myself. Can you just put Traci Melchor on that list too?
Absolutely. Put
Thank you.
an addendum of
That's
we can
it.
do for you. Yeah.
So we all saw you on stage with Madonna earlier this year. Janet Jackson showed up at your show
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Miss Jackson, if you're
Oh my God.
nasty.
And she was delightful as well.
We love to hear it. We love her. Another queen. And another queen, Sia, is on your album. So, Kylie, what does it mean to have all this incredible support from not only your fans, but your fellow fabulous divas?
Yeah, it's been again, I've really kind of it feels like it's bubbled to the surface in the last year and a bit. And oh, it's just been amazing. And that moment with Madonna, which, 15-year-old me is just like having an apoplexy going, what do you mean that Madonna's going to know your name or know anything about you? But I really love that it's kind of like a humble moment. There was like humility in that moment. I liked that it wasn't a big kind of spectacular, and it was just the two of us standing next to each other. He's playing a acoustic guitar, singing a cover of "I Will Survive," and there's so much to read into that moment, as well as me just going, "This is amazing, amazing for me, amazing for her, amazing for the fans. What a moment!"
Yeah, and yeah, such a moment.
Yeah.
Another moment, you're about to embark on your Tension tour. Yay! You're coming to Canada for the first time since 2011.
That's rude.
The
Isn't it?
fans.
I bet that's been too
Well,
long.
I'm not calling you rude, Kylie.
No,
That's not me. That's not on me.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. There's so much to share within the show. And I'm looking forward to having a great time.
I mean, your discography is thick. You've
Yeah.
got decades of hits. So I'm curious, like, how are you going to put together this set list?
With a lot of scratching of the head, definitely. Myself and my team, it's the first hurdle, really. Like, how are we going to shape this? And we're literally currently working on it. So I can't even do a spoiler, but I can tell you what we're feeling. Obviously, Tension 2, some of disco, the stone cold classics that have to go in there. That there's
Are we going to go into the indie Kylie deep cuts?
I'm definitely toying with the idea. I am. I'm feeling a little bit of a 90s segue. I don't know what I really mean by that, but you know,
My producer Michael is off camera, like just jumping off his chair. Just letting you know that.
not to dwell too long there, but I think from the shows I've done this year, like lots of one-off, what big shows like Hyde Park. There's 60,000 people in Hyde Park, different festivals where it's to a big audience, and it's just I've realized through those shows, just deliver the songs, deliver them like cool, give people stuff to visually enjoy. But my ultimate goal with Tension Tour is about the feeling, and I don't want it to be like you're just going to be at the club for 2 hours. It's not that. It's an emotional journey. I want you to just feel united in through the music and just being together. That's very vague. It doesn't really help you in knowing what to expect.
No, it's
But I
good.
think
It's good. It's a vibe.
yeah, and the tour poster for Attention, it's kind of slick. Yeah.
And we're just a few years away from celebrating the 40th anniversary of Locomotion.
You're right. Well,
1987.
yeah. Wow. And you know what? Okay, this is my favorite little story of like just speaking of Hyde Park and this period where I'm reaching new fans and being at those shows and looking out and seeing kids like 8, 10, Gen Z, like it's mind blowing, and they're all just having the best time, irrelevant of who they're, regardless of who they're standing next to. It's like everyone's there to have a good time, which takes me back to my first shows, which I believe were like that as well. Just you're all welcome, everyone. Be your best self. Just come here and forget everything else and let's just be together. But that some of the kids afterwards, they know Padam, they know some of the newer songs, but it got back to me that someone had said, "Oh, we love that new song. What's it? The Locomotion." Yeah, and that kind of just says everything to me. Like, wow, that's so. Yeah, on tour, I am going back to the very beginning, which is Locomotion, and crazily, it's one of the songs that people go wild to. Like they lose themselves. So yeah, it's going to be fully encompassing, the best I can in the time given. Let's kind of have little highlights.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.